cobbler. Let's start with our pint glass and our vodka. We're going to stick with our Miami own 11. Let's have a 4 count here, ounce and a half. And now we need our peach puree. One thing you should know about Pub Belly is the cocktails are just as good as the food because they make their own fresh ingredients. This is not the place where you're going to find all these flavored vodkas or anything like that. What makes a great bartender is how they make their own stuff. A heaping tablespoon. Now we need some heavy cream. We're going to use roughly an ounce and a half. And we have hazelnut liqueur, just a 2 count. Now we're going to shake this up. Going to put some black sugar on here. Rim it with lemon to make it stick. We have our sugar right here. This is just sugar mixed with this is sugar mixed with activated charcoal powder. I'm just going to rim the glass. It's always easier to rim with a napkin. Cocktail. Garnish. There it is, the peach cobbler. Cheers. Alright, our 5th and final cocktail this evening is the espresso martini. There's a million different ways to make this drink. This way's the best. We have a pint glass. We're going to use some Miami's own vodka from 11. Let's do an ounce and a half. We're also going to hit it with some blue, this is coffee liqueur. That's about an ounce. Now we have a double shot of fresh espresso. Shake this up, add our ice. Don't waste any of it. Salud. That'll break you up. Stay crazy.
Camera B's rolling.
Tasty drink. Tasty sweet drink. Dessert cocktails. Audio swing.
All right, for our first cocktail, this is my favorite dessert cocktail in the world. It's called a pink swirl. All right, for our first cocktail of the day, my favorite dessert cocktail, it's called the pink swirl. It honestly should be the most popular dessert cocktail, but the reason it's not, hold on. You good? All right, first drink of the night, my favorite dessert cocktail of all time. It's called the pink swirl. Let's get started. Let's start off with our pint glass. Let's grab our clear cream de cocoa. You could use the brown one, but it's going to alter the color of this drink. We want to keep this pink. We're going to use 3/4 of an ounce. Let's use our jigger. And now we're going to use cream de noyau. This is an almond liqueur, but no almond is used in it. There's a lot of ingredients, but it tastes like almond. And the reason why the pink swirl is not that popular today is because very few bars hold this anymore. This used to be much more popular in the 40s. Again, we're going to do equal parts. So we're going to do 3/4 cream de noyau. This is a French liqueur. If you can't find this in the liquor store, you can use Di Serono Amaretto. Good?
Yeah, keep rolling.
Next ingredient is 1.5 ounces of heavy cream. Now for our ice. For our shaker. Ooh, it just looks amazing already. I'm excited for this one. Our coupe glass. Look at that. The original recipe calls for fresh nutmeg shaved on top, but I'm going to use blackberries instead. The pink swirl, the best dessert cocktail in the world. Let's try to bring it back, everybody. That's impossible not to like. That is amazing.
Now do your thing. That's your thing. It's your thing.
Stay crazy, my friends. Cheers. Damn, that's good. Yo, try this.
Camera's cut.
Time to make a chocolate martini. This is my second favorite dessert cocktail. It's my mom's favorite. We're both chocoholics, so at my other restaurant I call her Fortunata. That's her first name. Let's get started with our pint glass. And vodka, once again, 1.5 ounces this time. So 4 count. We're going to use Bailey's, 3/4 of an ounce. So 2 count. We're going to use cream de cocoa, another 2 count. Fill it up with ice. Give it a nice shake. Don't waste any of it, it's too good. Now we're going to take our glass, it's chilled. We're going to take some chocolate syrup. Get it on the end if you want. Strain this right in. We're almost done. We're going to take some chocolate, shave this off a little bit. It's easier to use thicker chocolate than this. We're just going to shake some off. Right on top, just like that. And a strawberry also. Tell me that doesn't look gorgeous. That's the dive. Cheers, everybody. From Pub Belly Sushi, best restaurant in Miami. Come down.
Cut.
This
Rolling. Give me a clap. Audio sync.
All right, next up. All right, next up we have a peach cobbler. We're gonna start off with our pint glass. We're gonna use vodka. This is 11 vodka, Miami's own. Let's just do 1 ounce. We're gonna use
They're not asking. They're telling them how to make it. It's alright. That's why we're still doing it. It's okay. Just like, this is not train for a badass. You are a badass. You look like a badass. Let's go.
Next up, we're going to make a peach cobbler cocktail. We're starting with our pint glass, and we're going to use vodka. It's 11 vodka, right from Miami. Let's do 3/4 of an ounce. Now we're going to use some peach.
3/4 of an ounce?
Yeah, I'm going to make it short. All right, next up we're going to make a peach cobbler. Start off with Next up we're going to make a peach cobbler. Let's start off with our pint glass. We're going to use vodka. It's Miami's own, 11 vodka, my favorite. Let's do 1 ounce. We're also going to use some fresh peach puree. Let me do that again. We're also going to use some fresh peach puree. We're also going to use some fresh peach puree. One of the best things about Potbelly is that they make their own purees. Use a heaping tablespoon. Now we're going to hit it with some hazelnut liqueur and some heavy cream, about 1.5 ounces. Ice it up. Boston shaker. Use a rocks glass. I'm going to bring this glass with some
There's like these,
black sugar right here. This is just black. This is regular sugar with activated chocolate. Dirty pour it. And the garnish. Always use fresh fruit as a garnish on this one. Cheers. Salute. I love you all. Come down to Potbelly. Absolutely amazing.
That was good. Final drink.
heavy cream, roughly an ounce and a half. Now we're gonna ice up. Just shake this one off. Don't waste a single drop. We have some shaved chocolate as our garnish. Just sprinkle it right on top. Cheers, salud. Stay crazy, my friends. Melted mint chocolate chip ice cream. Yes.
I like how you say, don't waste a single drop, and then you're like, you don't have to swallow it.
Yeah,
All over. All right. Rolling. Give me a clap. Audio sync.
All right, next up. All right, next up we have a peach cobbler. We're gonna start off with our pint glass. We're gonna use vodka. This is 11 vodka, Miami's own. Let's just do 1 ounce. We're gonna use
They're not asking. We're telling them how to make it. It's alright, that's why we're still doing it. It's okay. Just like, aim for a badass. You are a badass. You look like a badass. Let's go.
Next up, we're going to make a peach cobbler cocktail. We start off with our pint glass. We're going to use vodka. It's 11 vodka, right from Miami. Let's do 3/4 of an ounce. Now we're going to use some peach.
3/4 of an ounce?
Yeah, I'm going to make it short. All right, next up we're going to make a peach cobbler. Start off with Next up we're going to make a peach cobbler. Let's start off with our pint glass. We're going to use vodka. This is Miami's own, 11 vodka, my favorite. Let's do 1 ounce. We're also going to use some fresh peach puree. Let me do that again. We're also going to use some fresh peach puree. We're also going to use some fresh peach puree. One of the best things about Potbelly is that they make their own purees. Use a heaping tablespoon. Now we're going to hit it with some hazelnut liqueur and some heavy cream, about 1.5 ounces. Ice it up. for it. And the garnish. Always use fresh fruit as a garnish on this one. Cheers, salute. And love to all. Come down the pump belly. Absolutely amazing.
That was good. Final drink. Let's go.
All right, let's get started with our first version. Helen, you're actually gonna make me. You're gonna make me. Let's do that again.
Roll camera.
And you can make
All right, let's get started with our first version of the old fashioned. Helen, you're actually gonna help me out with this one, all right?
Great, I'm ready.
Wrap it up.
That wasn't you. I'm fucking retarded. Let's do it again. Would you guys believe I have an acting degree?
Here we go. Put it in yours.
Okay.
I won Best Actor. How the fuck that happened, I'll never know. Okay. We're ready?
Ready.
All right, let's get started with our first version of the old fashioned. Helen, you're actually gonna help me make this fucking one.
Are you good? What's wrong?
I fucked up. Fucked up.
Need some help.
I don't know. It's gonna be very embarrassing. Betty bought a bit of butter. What said she? This butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. But a better butter will make my batter bitter.
Wait, when this bitter, 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 I'll pass you the bitter, bitter, bitter.
Ready? Here we go. You alright, boss?
This is the one, guys.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, let's get started with our first version of the old fashioned. Helen, you're actually gonna help me out with this one, all right?
Okay, great.
Awesome. We're gonna start off with the glass that we're going to build the drink in. This is a rocks glass. And all we need is a napkin to put on top and a sugar cube. And why don't you pass me that bitters, please, Helen?
Here you are.
Angostura bitters has been around for centuries. Just drown that with this bitters, please. Just start
Just
dashing
will
it
we
right
go
in as
for
hard
it?
as you can. Yeah,
All
as
right.
hard as you can. There you go. That's good.
Okay.
So
Is
we
it
soaked it.
drenched
This is
enough?
the easiest way to soak it is with that napkin, believe it or not. So
Oh.
now we're gonna take it, throw it right in. We're gonna take 2 of these maraschino cherries.
You don't need the bitter anymore?
No, I think we're good now.
Okay, okay.
Throw those right in.
One more?
All right, yeah, let's
Yeah.
sweeten it up a little bit. This is gonna be the
Just
best
for a
old
bite.
fashioned ever. So we have an orange, and I'm gonna teach you how to cut it the right way. We're gonna cut these ends off. This is the dangerous part, so I'll do it.
Yeah, no one eats those, right?
Right, we don't need that part. Cut that off right here, right down the middle. And we're gonna make wedges instead of half wheels. So we'll make a wedge just like this, and I'll cut it again, why not? Throw that right in. And now, this giant muddler right here,
And we just hammer
you're
it?
gonna muddle, you're gonna gently press down
Oh,
and mix
gently,
everything
gently.
down.
Okay,
This is
okay.
a
I
real,
don't
this is
know
a
where
tank,
my
this
aggression
muddler.
came from that I wanted to.
There we
Gently?
go.
More gently?
Push it down. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
try to
Really get
extract
in there?
everything out of that. There we go.
Oh.
Yes.
Now it's happening.
Yes. All right, yeah,
Okay,
that's good.
okay.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Now, we're going to use scotch. This was the way that it was made in the 1920s. And the reason we actually just muddled it was way back when, during Prohibition, people were drinking booze out of people's bathtubs. And it was actually hard to find good booze. But bartenders started to add fruit and sugar and try to sweeten it up, basically.
Yeah, spice it.
Yes.
It has that extra kick.
So let's take around 2 ounces of our scotch, pour it in. And we're gonna take some ice, throw it right in,
That's a hot summer day.
right? We have our mixing spoon, and we're just gonna give it a little turn. I actually like more scotch than this,
Okay.
so I'm
Add a
gonna
bit
add
more?
some. Why not? A little love tap. So that's about 2.5 ounces at this point. We're just gonna give it a little stir. And if you want, you could add more fruit to it as a garnish, but I just like it just like this. You want to
We
give it a
can-
taste?
Oh, I would love to. Wow.
Not bad. Let's see.
What do you think? You're the expert.
It's good.
It's missing something.
It's not my favorite,
Oh.
but
What
it's
is
still
your favorite?
it's damn good. You know what? The next one we're gonna make is actually my favorite one. So
All right, let's see it.
let's do it.
Camera's cut.
Yeah.
Rolling. Camera A rolling. Camera C rolling. What drink are you making, Rob?
Just making another version of a lemon drop.
Lemon
So
drop
really
version
tell
2.
us the difference. Talk about this one a little more. The other one was the simpler version, the normal one. You just make it, but this one like it's a wake up shot. What is it? Let's go.
This is great. Behind the scenes.
Fucking kidding? You really throw up again?
Just take it.
Show it.
He knows what's good for you.
This man's crazy.
Good. We're rolling this whole
What
time.
the fuck was that?
It's
Great.
lemon drop take 2 or version 2 audio sync. Action.
All right, the second version of the lemon drop martini is my favorite version. I created this version at Casa Rustica. I don't want to say that. We're here. I don't want to say that. Sorry.
It's alright. From the top, no problem.
You don't have to do location, do time.
It's still restaurants. Fuck that.
Yeah, you could say I invented this however long ago instead of where you invented it.
Okay. Ready? We're going.
Go.
All right, time for the second version of the lemon drop martini. This is my favorite version. I created this a long time ago, and it's more of an Italian version of the lemon drop. We have a coupe glass this time. Chill. Dump our ice out. We're gonna rim it just like last time with the lemon. This time, instead of sugar that's white, we're gonna use black sugar. This is just sugar mixed with activated charcoal powder. Very simple. Again, rim the glass. Just like place that there.
That was fucking sick. When you put it down, the way the smoke came off, the camera's definitely got that. That was a really, really cool little thing that just happened.
Awesome. That should probably be in slow mo or something.
Yeah, this is recording, and we can slow-mo anything from this camera.
Is it in frame?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. We're going, right? We're going.
Picking up.
It's gonna be around here in a second.
Word of advice. Whenever you... I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Word of advice, whenever you're rimming a glass, there's always going to be some on the inside. So we want to take a napkin and just rub the inside. We don't want anything to float around in our drink. Doesn't matter if it's on the rocks, doesn't matter if it's up. Rim, wipe off the inside. Let's get started. We have our pint glass. We have our 11 vodka, Miami's own. Ounce and a half to 2 ounces. I like 2 ounces in mine, which is a 6 count.
Say that again, confident. Be sure of yourself. Come on, you know what you're talking about. Everyone needs to see that you know what you're doing. You can't just play.
Don't waste it. Put it in a cup. Or, yeah. So that can-
This is on camera. I don't want to waste his time. Sorry.
It's alright. Just keep it going.
Alright. Good?
Yep. So start from what vodka we're going to use. Oh, no, pint glass. You're right.
Right.
You know what you're doing. Go for it. Go for it.
Let's start off with our pint glass and our vodka, our 11 vodka, Miami's own. We're gonna do a 6 count, which is 2 ounces. Instead of fresh lemon, I have homemade limoncello. That's what makes this drink Italian now. I like to call it a lemontini. A couple splashes in, and we're still gonna stick with Cointreau, but because this has sweetener in it, we're just gonna do a splash, just like that. No simple syrup, nothing like that. Ice up. Magic seal. Shake it up. You get every last drop. We're gonna double strain. Looking pretty good. There it is, the lemon drop martini, right here in Pub Belly. Salud.
Sorry, do that one more time.
Okay, I'll do We're good.
The gimbal just like shoots up. And it's balanced. We're like, yeah, that's how I know like if something is too loud, if someone's being too loud. That way we can stop and do it again.
It's 100% balanced.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Garnish.
All right, we're gonna garnish with a lemon wheel. Just like that. A lemon drop martini right here at Pub Belly. Salud.
Cut. He hates the fucking lemon. Rolling. Camera D. Rolling. A. Rolling. C. Rolling. B. Rolling. Go.
All right, let's get started with our first version of the old fashioned. Helen, you're actually gonna help me out with this one, all right?
Okay, great.
What if I told you the first version was actually made with gin instead of whiskey? Would you believe me?
Believe it. No.
It's unbelievable. But I love gin. We're not going to use gin this time. We're going to use scotch. But before we get started, we're going to take this napkin, put it on top of our rocks glass that we're going to build this drink in.
Okay.
Could you reach me one of those sugar cubes and put it on top?
On top of it right here?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks. And that bitters right there, the Angostura.
Here you
Thanks. You're going to drench this sugar cube with bitters, please.
How much? All of it?
As much as you could go till it's brown. Yeah, there we go. That's
Yeah.
good. Awesome. The reason we put that napkin there is so that it soaks up.
Train. Rolling. Camera C. Camera B rolling. And go.
All right, time for us to make our second version of this drink. This is actually my favorite version of the drink.
Oh, so this is the best one.
This is by far the best one. And we're actually going to shake this one and strain it in this special glass called a whiskey wedge. First, we need a pint glass. And could I trouble you for some sugar right there?
Sure, how much?
About a spoonful, maybe a teaspoon.
That good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Dump it right in. And instead of regular Angostura bitters, why don't we use some orange bitters? 2 dashes, please.
2.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And you know what? Let's grab the Angostura anyway. Do another 2.
Wow. Mixing it up.
Yeah, we're feeling frisky with this one.
Ooh. Oh.
That's okay. There we
2.
go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Instead of scotch, we're going to do bourbon. This is one of my favorite bourbons. It's called Bullet.
Bullet.
And I'm just going to eyeball this. This is about 2.5 ounces.
How do you know?
Well, if you pay attention to these videos, you'll know exactly why. That's exactly where it is. But what do I know? We're going to see when
Oh,
we're
you're
done.
only the expert, right?
Right? Now we fill it up with some ice. A little more ought to do it. And we're gonna take our Boston tin. This is called a Boston shaker. And if it works, it has a magic seal. You should be able to pick this up just from the tin. You wanna give it a try?
It should work.
I think so.
All right.
Oh my God, look
It
at
did.
that. That ain't bad,
No,
right?
it's good. It's on there.
Wow. All right. So I'm gonna give it a shake. Make sure you don't look like an idiot when you're shaking, by the
You
way.
gotta look cool.
And to get it off, if you're having trouble getting it off, I won't have trouble getting it off. You just give it a little tap just like this, and it'll come right off. We're gonna use every drop. And now we're gonna use a Hearthrone strainer for this tin. And I'm just gonna strain it right over this.
It's the perfect amount.
Not bad, right? I still got it?
Yeah, you still have it.
Now our garnish. I'm going to take an orange, and I'm just gonna take the peel off of it, just like that. Take your orange, spray it on top, and rub the edge, just like that. And instead of these maraschino cherries that are made for 12-year-olds, they taste delicious, but let's use the adult version. These are Luxardo maraschino cherries.
Wow.
$20 for the can. It's worth every dollar.
Well, then it better be good. Huh?
Right? It's definitely worth it.
Let's see if it is.
Let's see.
What do you think?
Oh, God, that's good.
Wow.
Why don't you have it?
Let's see. Let's see. I won't lie to you.
Be
I don't
honest,
like it.
please. Not bad?
Oh yeah. I
All
can see why
right.
this is your favorite one.
Oh,
honestly,
nailed
like,
it.
Perfect.
That's only my 5,000. Cheers, everybody.
Well done.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Action.
All right, let's get down with our second version of this old fashioned. This is actually my favorite version.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry, guys.
Restart.
Because I didn't know if you wanted me to ask. Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're going. We're going.
No, we got it. We got it. There we go.
Action.
Okay.
All right, let's get down with our second version of this drink. This is actually my favorite version of the drink.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna shake this one up.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
You said rolling too fast and I was in the middle of adjusting this.
Okay.
Sorry.
3, 2, 1, action.
All right, let's get started with our second version of the old fashioned. This is actually my favorite version of this drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna shake this one up, and I'm gonna strain it in this whiskey wedge. Fuck me. Let's do that again. I'm
Wedge.
sorry.
Here's how I'm going to strain it in this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just pick up right where you left off.
Okay.
Strain it in this whiskey.
I'm actually gonna strain it in this special whiskey wedge glass. So, let's grab one of these. This is a pint glass. Put this right down. And could you just grab me some sugar? We're not gonna use a sugar cube this time.
How much would you like?
About a tablespoon.
That's good.
Yeah, dump it right in.
All right.
And if you could grab the orange bitters this time.
There you go.
Give me 2 dashes,
2.
please.
1, 2.
Perfect.
Okay.
And we're actually gonna use the Angostura too also, the regular bitters. Another 2 dashes.
We're like 2s out here.
Yeah. Derek
1,
Jeter, my hero.
2.
Instead of scotch, we're gonna use bourbon. I'll go with Bullet this time. This is one of my favorite bourbons in the world. And I'm not even gonna use a jigger. Watch me eye this out perfectly. This is 2.5 ounces.
How do you know? Is it when it reaches a certain level?
Yes,
Okay.
it's about 2 thumbfuls.
Okay.
So now we just have to add our ice. That's enough ice for this drink. And we're gonna use this Boston shaker tin, okay? And if it is a Boston shaker, you should be able to grab it from the top. Can you grab it from the top and just lift it and see if it works? Oh my God, look at that.
Wow. Yep. It's on.
Not bad, right? So I'm gonna give it a little shake.
Wait, if it's on so tight, how do you get it off now?
That's a great question. I hope it comes off. But if you ever have trouble
Fingers
getting it
crossed.
off, just bang it and it'll come right off.
And make sure not to break the glass.
Right.
Okay.
It won't break. It's pretty indestructible, honestly. So now we have it all in here. And I need a strainer. This is called a Hearthrone strainer.
What does that do?
Well, this is the one that's actually made for the tin. If we use a julep strainer, see this? It falls right through. It doesn't work. This is actually for the pint glass. This fits in just like that. This tin uses this one. We're gonna strain it right in there. And now for our garnish, I'm going to take an orange and just take the zest off, the peel.
Oh, so this time not a wedge.
No.
Rolling.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Time for our third version of the old fashioned. This is actually the weirdest version of all of them.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but
In a
don't-
good way?
Yeah, don't be scared of it. It's actually really exotic and amazing. Before we get started, we're gonna light up these wood chips right here.
Are we
Get that
gonna burn
going.
the drink?
No, we're just gonna smoke the glass. I have this special glass right here, and we're gonna put this on top, and it's gonna smoke it while we're making the drink.
Okay.
And we're actually gonna stir it in this stirring mixing glass right here. Again, instead of scotch, we're gonna use bourbon. This time we're gonna use Old Forester. It's one of my favorites, the higher proof level in this. And we're gonna use the jigger, about 2.5, just like last time. That's 2. And that's a half.
Perfect.
Perfect. Every time. Jiggers
Can't
are our
go wrong
friend.
with that.
And instead of sugar, we're actually going to use maple syrup. This is grade A syrup.
I can see why you call it weird.
Well, we're going to do about 2 bar spoons. You make this how sweet you want to make it. That's how sweet I like it. And instead of the Angostura or the orange bitters, we're going to use chocolate bitters.
Chocolate. This is a very sweet drink.
Yes, 3 dashes ought to do it.
Okay.
Now we need some ice. And our trusty stirring spoon. We're going to give it a nice stir.
You think I can do it this time?
I don't know, you tell me.
All right, we'll see. Okay, it's still pretty
Still
bad.
need a little work,
Yeah.
but
But I'm getting there. With your help, I got it.
it'll take 5 minutes of rehearsal. But. And you want to stir for around 30 seconds or so, depending on how much ice you used. We could have used a little bit more ice, but it just means stir it for an extra 5 seconds. Let's
So more
see.
ice, keep adding 5 seconds?
That's perfect, yes.
Okay.
Now we have our Hearthrone strainer again. This fits perfectly right on the glass. Our glass is ready. It's nice and smoked.
Whoa.
And we're going to put a giant ice cube right in it,
This is a very interesting looking
right?
drink, not gonna lie. Wow.
Strain it right up. Did I do it perfect? Pretty
Yeah,
good.
you did.
And our garnish, our special garnish is going to be some bacon.
Whoa.
And why not? Let's add another cherry. No orange peel.
Okay, I'm concerned about this drink. I've never seen anything like it.
Me,
But
yeah.
because it's coming from you, I trust it.
Oh,
So-
good. Let's see how it tastes, though. It doesn't matter how it looks. All right, you got it. Everybody needs to try this version.
Wow, okay.
How is it?
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
The sweets added a perfect touch of smoothness. And the bacon, you can taste it as well.
Best garnish ever. Cheers.
But
Oh my god, that thing's
Well
falling.
done.
From Uber Eats, right? You know we go out every fucking night. And this one more, we were fucked up. We were so hungover, we couldn't leave. But we had to put fuel in our body.
yeah.
And I'm like, Dave, don't worry about it, dude. I'll get some bacon, egg, and cheeses from the Uber Eats. And he's like, it's gonna suck. This is gonna be a disaster. I'm like, nobody fucks this up. So it was called like Egg Place or some shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna get a couple bacon, egg, and cheeses, a couple Yoo-hoos. And we're waiting. We're waiting like an hour. And it finally comes, right?
An hour?
Yeah, it finally comes. And I
Whoa.
run to the door and I grab it. He's like, how much was it? I was like, $40. I open it up. And Dave looks in and he's like, that was $40. And it was one bacon, egg, and cheese that's like spread apart. And they put a fucking orange on it. And I'm like, this is the worst
It
meal.
was one piece of bread.
One
It
bread.
wasn't even sliced in half all the way.
Wow.
And the orange was just like thrown on there.
There's an orange.
And there was an orange on it.
Which? Why?
The only thing they did right was give us 2 yoo-hoos.
It's like in the drinks when they put like the garnish.
It was so horrible to look at.
I think that was 2 sandwiches. We get one of those.
They're like, sorry for your missing bread. Here's an orange.
Right. It was the worst experience of my life.
Take 2.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's nice.
So I think we should order from this place. I can see it from here. I think you guys might have been there before. They have really good sushi.
Oh,
Oh!
I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're not
I
bad.
think it's called Hot Bellies.
Yeah, what is it? Pot belly?
That's what everybody thinks it's called, yeah. Yeah, that place is
It
great.
should be called that.
That place is great. It's one of my favorite restaurants in the world.
You know, I actually had no idea what that restaurant was until like a couple weeks ago when Joel said to me.
He just moved down here a few months ago.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Their sushi is so
Yeah,
good.
they
Camera B rolling.
Camera A rolling. Camera C. It should be in front of it, on the face of the camera. Top right, red circle. Rolling.
Camera C rolling.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Audio sync. We got a clap. Audio sync. And action.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Crazy Bartender. I'm Rob Green, and tonight I'm going to show you how to make a lemon drop martini. We're at Pub Belly Sushi in Brickell City Center. It's my favorite restaurant in the world. It is a privilege and an honor for me to be here to show you this drink. First thing we're going to do is rim our martini glass. Just take a lemon, rub it right on the rim, all the way around. Take sugar, put it on a napkin. It's always easier to rim a glass on a napkin than it is on a plate. I'll show you just now. Work it all around the rim here. Look how gorgeous that looks. Now we have our pint glass. Always mix drinks in a clear pint glass so you can see what we're doing. I'm going to cut a lemon in half because we're going to use fresh lemon juice. This is a vodka-based drink. We use...
Just roll. It's okay.
I wanted to say triple sec, but I don't want to say that.
What do you
Okay.
want? Say whatever you want to say.
Okay. I'm ready.
Still rolling.
Okay. This is a vodka-based drink, and we're going to use fresh lemon juice and Cointreau instead of triple sec. First thing we're going to do is squeeze our lemon right here. Make sure it sprays out the top just like that. We want roughly an ounce. So I'm pouring it in here first, and now I'm going to measure it. We have our Japanese jigger. One ounce.
Accident. Put a little more lemon. Squeeze a little more lemon in the jigger. Pour it back in the cup. We're going to cut cameras right here. And then that's when we say 1 ounce lemon juice. We're going to use our Japanese jigger and continue from there.
Full should get you close to an ounce. No, it should. This thing is squeezing out the fucking top.
Go ahead.
roughly 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice. Got that right. Now we need our vodka. Today we're going to use 11 vodka. This is a great vodka. It's actually from a club here in Miami. 1 second. Sorry, boys.
You all good?
We're rolling?
Wait a minute. All right. Continue on.
Shots. Shots.
Time for our vodka. Today we're going to use 11 vodka, made right here in Miami. We're going to do about 1.5 ounces of vodka, and now we need our triple sec. Today we're going to use Cointreau. This is the best triple sec on the market. Just a 2 count, or 3/4 of an ounce. Now we need our ice. Shake it up. Every last drop. Hold on 1 sec, we have to cut there. Well, not cut. Okay, we good?
Yep.
Hard-thrown strainer. Glass. We're going to fine strain this, just in case there's seeds. Little tap, get it all out. And we could garnish it with a lemon if you want. Just like that. The lemon drop martini, the original. Right here in Pub Belly.
Salud.
Solid!
How is it? Good morning. Hi. Tastes
Well
good.
done. Camera's cut.
Yeah.
Okay, time for our second version of the lemon drop martini. This is going to be more of an Italian version, more of a lemon-tini type. Instead of
Okay.
Instead of using fresh lemon juice, we're going to use limoncello. I have homemade limoncello that I made at my house, right here. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do, use our coupe glass instead of a martini glass. It's chill, dump that out. Take a lemon, rim the glass. Instead of normal sugar, we're going to use sugar that's mixed.
Dump it back into the cup.
I just needed more. So.
You need energy. You need more energy. Nothing. Smile, let your face off, be a little louder, a little more
A little more. A little more crazy.
You got this. Give him another shot, slap him in the face.
Another shot.
Yeah. distracting, delicious. Those are the words.
Now we're going to rim the coupe glass with black sugar. This is regular sugar mixed with activated charcoal powder. Put it all the way around, just like that. Beautiful. Now we have our pint glass and our vodka. We're going to stick with 11 vodka, Miami's own. Stay local. 2 ounces this time, which is a 6-pound. Just a splash of Cointreau, because I have sugar in my limoncello. 3/4 of an ounce of limoncello. Now our ice, our shaker, magic seal. Don't waste any drop. And
Make sure the
And don't forget, hold up, start again from the Hawthorne strainer. Take it out, pop it back in, Hawthorne strainer. This time we're going to double strain it to eliminate any seed. You know what you're doing. Just start from there. Whenever you're ready.
Hawthorne strainer. And we're going to fine strain this just to make.
What happened?
I'm ready.
Ready, go.
We're going to fine strain this. And it's perfect. Look at that. Now our garnish. Cheers, everyone.
was that supposed to stay on fire or something?
Yeah, it didn't work. I need it. It's only going to work if you use actual sugar.
Try it again. Put the stuff on it again. I think we soaked it and waited too long.
Also, when getting the torch, you just started lighting the lemon. I would have liked for you to say, now we're going to torch this and explain why. Bring out the flavors and the color. Ready when you are, all cameras still rolling. Picking up from where the garnish is. We just finished dumping. Ready.
Now for our garnish, we're going to use a lemon wheel and add some sugar. Coat this in sugar. We're going to torch it. We're going to caramelize this. Take our torch. Look at that. Ain't that gorgeous? It's like a creme brulee. Whatever. It's now I can grab it. It's not gonna come.
Okay. Have you got it?
Put it right here. Ooh, that was hot. Cheers, everyone. Salud. Right here from Pub Belly. Fell in love all over.
Cut.
Done.